is
Yeah, you're fucked up. This is just a little.
You back up on that.
Anyway, you walk through there. This is nasty. This is where we had an accident. I'll be here quick. You need to talk to me. Yeah, sorry. It's your money, right?
Yeah, if you go ahead and back up, I'll pull up next to you on the right and talk to you.
What's that?
I said if you back up, I'll pull up on the right and talk to you.
What's going on?
I got a question for you. Why'd you call me your buddy? Are you guys in some kind of a group together? You said our buddy called. I heard you say to that guy our buddy called this morning.
What's going on? What?
I'm just curious if you guys are together or something like that. Okay, are we buddies?
Buddies?
Well, you just called him. Hey, our buddy called this morning. So I'm just trying to figure out what that means.
What's going on?
No. It should be that a concerned citizen called, right? And concerned citizen, and that we're.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Explain to me what's going on. Why you called today? Because there's no construction going on here.
Is your name Iverson? No. Okay. No. Iverson was the last one I talked to. Yes. They told me to call whenever there's somebody out here. So you guys didn't make it out here very.
We told you to call if there's construction going on that's disturbing your peace. There is not construction going on that's disturbing your peace. Do you hear construction?
No.
Okay. So there is no construction going on, yes?
Right this minute, no.
Sir, there hasn't been any construction going on this morning.
Oh, you didn't ask me that question. Yes, there has been construction going on this morning.
Sir, he's the only one out here.
I didn't talk about him. You didn't. See, that's the thing. You went ahead and hang on.
What time did construction start?
You went ahead and came up with him. Well, that's because you guys took too long to get out. This guy's been out here and met the truck driver out here at 5:45 to go ahead and pick up equipment. So this morning at 5:45, when a big huge semi with double trailers pulls up behind my house with backup alarms and starts unloading 2 semi loads of rock right behind my house that I have on video, yes, that's disturbing my peace, Officer Hernandez.
And at what time was this at?
That was at 5:45. I have him on video. I have the driver on video. I've got the guy who pissed behind my house on video. I got the concrete truck over here at 4:30 in the morning when you guys didn't show up to that call. I'm just documenting. No, this was before. Okay, when they said that I didn't.
What happened today?
I just told you that at 5:45 this morning, I was awoken by a semi truck driving behind the house here, and backup alarms letting off 2 loads in a big huge semi of gravel. I don't know if you.
So right behind your truck, behind your house? Is that what you're saying? Is it right behind your house?
My complaints are that there's construction going on in the new neighborhoods before 7 o'clock.
But was it behind your house, right behind your safe?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what I called in. I told him that it was the property south and west. I'm feeling kind of that this is a combative situation from you, and you're really not even. I mean, you're almost smirking that you're not even interested in my concern.
Smirking.
Well,
it's cold out here. I'm getting wind blowing in my face.
And
I'm standing out. You're in your car. I'm here. I'm trying to help you. We're here.
You didn't have to.
I understand, and we're trying to help you get this under control. And this guy just told me nobody's been out here working.
And then you came over to me with an aggressive posture and, well, they're not doing construction. You were adamant that you were right, and that's frustrating.
I was not an aggressive posture.
And right when you were there and shined your light on me, I pulled up so that my lights weren't in your eyes. And then when you went to get out,
you're also in their property right now. Where
actually, no,
this is vehicles.
You
drove right on their pads.
This is Freeman Road right here. See, there's the thing.
But it's under construction.
I know, but
it's still
no, there's not. They actually
there's not?
No, they
there's
actually
not under construction signs out here saying no trespassing.
Okay, just so you know, we have access to the easement.
No, but the question to you is this private property?
No.
Now? And is it
is not. It is not.
Sign?
No, it's not. They took the construction They took the no trespassing signs down, and I actually asked them to put them up.
No trespassing signs.
Not for me.
Not for you?
No.
Why?
Because I have lived out here for 25 years.
That doesn't matter though. When you have private property that have construction stuff out here.
Do you have
Let me go speak to, what's that?
You know what? I mean, you keep telling me and you know you know everything that I'm talking about. I'd really like your supervisor to come out. At this point right now, I'm feeling uncomfortable that you're just here just to try and escalate the situation. That's certainly what it feels like.
Though you're driving on their pads and everything.
See, that's what you don't know. They don't own either of them. I came right down Freeman Road.
Okay. The bottom line is I'm going to talk to him.
I would like your supervisor to come out here.
That's fine. You can call him. It's Guy Marshall.
No, I
will actually talk to this guy after I'm done.
Well, there's no need to, because he had nothing to do with it. If you would have had a cordial conversation and came up to me and find out what was going on.
All right, that's it.
I would have told you, because you're not interested in helping. No, you're not. You just walked away. I just tried to tell you it wasn't this gentleman, and you're walking away. And so you're not even concerned where it was at.
If in fact something came in, I'll get it handled.
Okay. All right. Let's go over there. Let's go see where he's talking about. I'm gonna have him take us over. Sir, can you take us where they poured the rock?
I'm not sure. What was your badge number?
It's 1414.
All right. And then your supervisor, is he on the way? I asked for him to come out. So I'd really like your supervisor.
Let's go see where that is.
No. I really want your supervisor to see the video and the demeanor that you came up to me with, and the demeanor that you came up to that man with. I called you out here out of my concern. Okay, no, you're not. I want your supervisor. That's the thing. We've already come to a crossroads. You've already tried to trump up charges of trespassing on me. You've tried to turn it around that I've got a complaint to try and charge me with trespassing. That's why people. You just tried to accuse me of it. It's on video. It doesn't. So yes, you did accuse me of trespassing without even knowing, and I'm having a concern. I'm coming to the law enforcement so that I can show you exactly where it's at, because I knew it wasn't here, and you turn around with an aggressive, rude attitude and say our buddy called on us, and then come over to me and continue to tell me that I'm wrong, that I'm on private property.
Okay.
And then you walked over there and had a really friendly conversation with him. So I'd love for your supervisor to meet us out here so that we can all go over and have a great conversation.
I will deal with I will give you my supervisor when I'm
So
done.
you're refusing to call your supervisor to the site?
I want to go find out.
Sir, are you refusing to call your supervisor to the site?
I told you I will call him.
Okay, I'll wait right here. I'll wait right here. No. I really, at this point, I don't really trust the situation here.
I'll have my supervisor call you. I'll let him know, and he can call you or whatever he wants to.
No. I need somebody out here, because you're obviously taking sides. So when you come up to them and say our buddy called us,
smirking, you say all this. I'm getting wind blowing.
It's all. I don't know what you see. You won't even let me.
To help you.
You won't even let me speak.
Show me.
You won't even let me speak.
To the supervisor.
I tried to tell you exactly where it's at, and then you just interrupted me and went over and talked to him.
Address to the supervisor right here. This guy throwing rocks that woke you up this morning, so he can address it to them.
He doesn't have anything to do with it. See, that's what I'm saying. You're making all kinds of assumptions. There's two construction sites. See, you don't want to hear anything.
I am listening to you.
No, you're not. I'm trying to tell you, and every time I tell you it's not him, oh, that's it, I'm out of here. What kind of attitude for a professional is that? If you let me finish, if you would let me finish,
I'm not gonna
there's two construction.
I'm trying to help you. I want to know where the problem was so that he.
That's the part of if you let me finish. Officer Hernandez, do you not? See, that's the thing. That's how you guys escalate situations.
You guys. We're not talking
the police.
About you guys.
Police officers.
Well,
you won't. Well, you won't even let me talk. No, I'm not, because you won't.
Not say you guys.
You won't let me speak
right now, sir. Please.
You won't let me speak.
Okay. I am letting you speak, but what I'm asking you right now, sir, is take us to where they dumped the rock.
No, you asked me to tell you who it was. Would you like to know who it was first? There's two construction sites, and Richmond Homes bringing their landscaper in this morning at 6 o'clock and dumping rocks. So Richmond Homes and Ty, I don't know his last name.
Regardless of what it is, I need to know where it's at, of who's in charge.
I just told you Ty. I just told you the guy's name in charge is Ty
so go show
from
me
Richard
where
Homes.
This is. Where the rock is that they dumped.
I'm at this point in fear that you're trying to set me up. So I would like the supervisor out here. That's all I'm asking for.
I'll have the supervisor call you. Okay, or whatever he chooses. I'll talk to him right now. Okay.
So that's the thing. I'd like him out here so that we can go ahead and you're not.
We can go ahead.
Well, I mean the video doesn't lie, but I'd like to go over it with the supervisor because this is an ongoing problem, and I would hope that you guys would be looking to solve the issue and find the people who are breaking the law.
So I can have something for my supervisor to go off of.
I would have showed you the beginning. As soon as I walked up, if you would have said, "Hey, how's it going? What's going on?" But you didn't. You said, "These guys aren't doing construction. These guys aren't doing that." Okay. So yes, I can show you.
You ready?
Yep. If you go right down there, just before you get the gates, you can see that development right there to the right. They've poured rocks in the entrance.
I'll follow you over there.
They've poured rocks in the entrance.
Okay.
And then when you go in, there's a Connex, a mobile mini.
Did that this morning.
A mobile mini right there to the right when you pull in that neighborhood, and there's 3 piles of rocks right in front of it. They just dumped those this morning at 5:45.
Okay. I'll follow you over there.
I'm going back home. I'm waiting for your supervisor. Like I said, okay. I don't really trust you at this point. Okay. So if you could have them stop by, that would be even better. I'd like to get them a copy of our interaction this morning.
Okay.
Thanks. And I even offered to have you back up so that I could pull up next to you and talk to you in your vehicle, so you didn't have to get out.
Deputy Hernandez again.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so I got a couple of things that I want to talk to you about in regards to the whole disturbance this morning. So I got down and Ty, the one that you know from Richmond American, ended up approaching us. Okay, he did tell me that that he had filled up about 5:40 in the morning. And there was a dump truck that did dump off some decorative rock in the phase 1 construction zone for Dave and their shop is being put up. And I told him, I said, you know, there's not supposed to be anything until 7 o'clock. I said, you're admitting that this happened at this time. And he goes, yes, I saw the truck come in. I was putting it in the microwave. And the next thing you know, he was dumping it out. I said, well, you should have stopped him and questioned him as to why he was there anyway. But, like I told him, I said, do you know the rules? And he also said that he send out emails to all his contractors. I said, okay. I said, but they still should know the rules. Any construction company that's delivering into a construction zone just know those rules. I said, the county ordinance. I said, so they should know those rules. I said, you have to understand that there's been numerous calls in reference to this happening and occurring. I said, so the next thing is we're going to have to start citing for you guys violating this county ordinance. And I said, I'll talk to you guys numerous times. Yes, I'll talk to you numerous times. I said, so this is going to start happening to where you guys are going to get cited. And he says that, I guess, Cherry Construction was the one that delivered the rock, and he personally talked to Eddie this morning in regards to that matter. So I even suggested to Mr. Ty, telling him, hey, hold something at the front of your entrance, because these people are obviously not in your email. I don't know if the managers of the contractors aren't sending it down to the supervisors, and the supervisors are having these workers go out and deliver stuff. I said, it's a trickle effect. The person that's going to end up possibly cited is the driver of that truck. They're probably just going in there, loading up the truck and driving off. But, again, did you know the rules? It's the county ordinance. He's still, if he's working for a construction company, you know, and going to a construction site. So, Ty is aware. I that guy you were talking to, you said that you have dealt with Ty, talked to him in regards to this matter. He told you that he would take care of it. That's what he told me. He was taking care of it. How he's taking care of it through email. So at this point, yes, they did drop off the box, and it was close to 6 o'clock this morning. He said it was by his work office in phase 1. So what would you like done in regards to this today's event or in the future? We're trying to get this resolved so they stop doing it. I gave Ty pretty much a verbal warning that this needs to stop today. I said, because we're going to start fighting. So I'm giving you that information as to what I finally found out, okay?
Okay.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So, again, what do you want us to do when you call us out next time? Do you want to be the...
Well, I don't, well, I guess, we
the
have,
county orders apply from, and I think you know the times, right? Right now it's 7 o'clock, and then it changes come April 15th, I think it is. It changes to 6 o'clock.
yes,
And an exception is a concrete truck that is always an hour earlier
yes,
to prep for the concrete. So if they're pouring concrete, they get to show up an hour early between 2 different time zones. And I told them, I said, listen, I said, and then he goes, what about a garbage truck? They come through here and they beat their noise. I said, garbage truck is not considered part of construction. I said, if it's a garbage truck and Mr. Kelly calls, then we'll make that determination if it was a garbage truck or not. I said, but
well, most of the city or the garbage trucks run with the hours. Now, if we're talking about one of his construction dumpsters and they come pick up a construction dumpster in the morning, that's not a garbage truck. That is a construction vehicle, and that would fall within construction. So you can't, well, I mean, I don't want to, get into semantics, but I mean, we're at the point at this stage that it's been over a year, and it hasn't been down to, oh, maybe it's a garbage truck. I've been out there. I've had video of them at 4 o'clock in the morning with concrete pump trucks, and well, I felt very uncomfortable this morning.
Yeah, let's not keep making excuses like you're saying. I get it. And I told them, I said, I'm not going to include a garbage truck in this matter. I said, that's just not going to happen.
Well, those are just what ifs, and it hasn't been a garbage truck yet. Every time it's been a big, huge concrete pump truck at 4 in the morning, or a big rock truck semi. I mean, come on, we know how loud a big, huge rock truck semi full of rocks is, unloading and them sliding out of a truck, and the backup alarms. I mean, you guys asked me what I want to do, and it doesn't matter what I want to do. I mean, I'm calling because people are violating the law. If people call on me for violating the law, and they
I'm asking you right now is, this is my first time headed out to deal with.
Well, it sounds like you were familiar with it this morning when you said our buddy called again, and then you said that we've told you that if there's construction going on. So it sounds like when we had our conversation this morning that you've been aware, or you've had a conversation with somebody about this situation, because you seemed like you were familiar with this area and this being called before.
Okay, no, I was briefed other deputies that they have been out here numerous times in regards to this matter.
Okay.
And they know you, the construction guys know you. They say that they try to accommodate everything they can with you, and some do slip by and not keep well. I'm never going to say it, but those were his words. Things do come by, and they don't know that because he'll show up, he'll go inside his office, make some coffee, mess around with his microwave, have a breakfast, and before he knows it, he's seen a truck showing up doing something, and then that's when he approaches them or whatever, and it's too late by then. He goes, but when I'm coming out here early in the morning, both the foreman of the excavating, and then Ty. They get there a little early. They drive around with their truck, and they just look at the construction site, make sure nobody, vandalized anything, make sure there's no, something happened or anything in their property. They do kind of a sweep. And
this was a big. This was well, okay. So see, you're giving me a scenario, and I'm sorry for doing this, but it seems like every time you guys call, you're trying to give them every benefit of the doubt, which is understandable and fine because this is your first time out. This is not my first time out. This is my 100th rodeo over the last year with these people, and so let me give you from my perspective. My perspective is if Ty saw that truck this morning, say I had time to wake up, pick up my iPad, watch a video of one semi leave, and then another semi come in, and then me get my clothes on, call the police, grab my phone, get in my vehicle, open 2 gates, drive over there, and I was able to stop the semi-truck driver, find out who he worked with, and asked who hired him out. But yet Ty was right there in the first home, right by the entrance of the housing development, and he was why didn't he get out there and stop the guy and say, "Hey man, you're not supposed to be here this early," right? So you see where the disconnect is, and from my perspective, I was able to do all that, but Ty couldn't step away from the microwave, walk out the front door, raise his hand, stop the guy, and say, "Hey man, you're not supposed to be here this early." That's why I was trying to come out and have a consensual and civil conversation. But when I heard you say our buddy called this morning, and then when you walked over to me, hands on hips and said, "What's going on?" Instead of the same "good morning," it was definitely a different demeanor that I was getting. So I was coming to trying to explain myself, and what I was trying to come and explain to you was that you were at the wrong site and that it was over here, but we weren't able to get to that point, and so that's why I came out to get you, so that you didn't bother them, because I didn't want them being affected again, because they were, the last I knew that it wasn't them. I saw the truck out there. I was standing there watching it unload the rocks. So, and then before I even talked to you, Ty had called me on the phone.
I didn't have any different demeanor. I didn't do any of that. I didn't know. I didn't know who you were at first.
All right. Well, we can agree to disagree, but you're on.
Here's the other thing. I was out of the vehicle. I don't know why you say my demeanor was different, or have hands on the hips, or.
Well, you accused me.
However you describe that, fine. Okay.
Can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick?
But
you accused me of several crimes. I have an aggressive person with a gun accusing me of several crimes. That is why I asked for your supervisor. You accused me of vandalizing or destructing their property by driving over their pads. You accused me of trespassing on their site. And then basically when you told me that there was no construction going on, you accused me of filing a false police report. So at that point, for my personal safety, I was feeling like this was going the wrong direction when I called for help from the police, and now I've got a guy standing over my door with a gun accusing me of several crimes. So I hope you can understand from my perspective again that it didn't go very well.
Okay.
So
that's fine. However you take that. And let me ask you one thing, because
hang on, did you not say that I was trespassing?
Sure, it's a construction zone. That's all construction.
No. You said that I was. You said I was trespassing. I wasn't. I was on Freeman Road. That is. So and just so you know. Just so you know.
And that is not Freeman Road. It's still under construction. That is property of Richmond American. It's undeveloped. They have it posted as a construction zone up there.
Well,
there's a sign that says construction zone.
All right. Well, that road to give you a little bit more information. So that road
that road is a construction zone, sir.
See, you don't.
That's all their construction.
I see. This is where we get sideways. So let me just explain to you that's a. Well, and I'm explaining to you that's a easement that we've been using for 25 years. It is Freeman Road. Right. It is a county sewer. Hang on. It's a county sewer easement, and we have these homes that have been here for 25 years have been able to work with the county, and we have rights to drive on that easement. That's why all the homes on this row have keys to each one of those gates. So that is actually Freeman Road and the county easement. It is nothing to do with Richmond, America. That is a county easement all the way through there for the county sewer. So it has nothing to do with Richmond American Homes. It is not their property. It is the county easement.
Okay.
So,
that's all I'm saying.
Well, I was just trying to come out to.
Where you were this morning, they have a sign posted, and they showed me where they're.
I know, and that's the. Not from where I was at. Well, there was no sign. There is no sign coming from that direction, because that easement comes down, and the other thing is, I was just trying to come to explain to you. See, I was just trying to come to explain to you that wasn't the right place, and you turned around and started accusing me of trespassing. So now we're in this same paradigm. We're in this same paradigm again, and it's like I was calling you for your help, and to me you were accusing me of stuff.
Okay, so that you understand, I was not accusing you of something. It was a concern of the construction worker because you were in the construction zone. And he says that you have done this before. You've gone I don't know if you said a razor or something, but you cursed him out at one time. And he doesn't like having a conversation with you or anything like that. And why are you on his property? And he identified where their property is, and that's it. That's all I'm trying to ask. So you're not supposed to see out there. I didn't accuse you. I said, you're on their pad. So they showed me where their property begins. They showed me where it says construction zone, do not enter. Right there is where their property is. I know what gate you're talking about, the keys that you have, I understand all that stuff. But they're identifying me that. But that's not the thing. The bottom line is they did violate that. They delivered rock at a certain time, and that's it. I
know, and at this point, I'm not going to call the sheriff anymore, because just for that situation right there, it's going to be turned into that I'm the bad guy for trying to get some peace.
It's not.
I've had that's exactly where it's going. And you saying that I came up with a razor, you're right. At this point, a year passed. What you should tell that guy is you should say, you know what? This guy's been dealing with you guys, waking him up early in the morning for over a year. Your company. You guys should understand why he comes over and would say something to you after a year. After a year of you guys not doing anything, and this now being the third time, this is the third time that I've called you guys, and you've said we're going to cite him next time. I've given you all the evidence of the people that were there. Maybe that's why you guys keep sending a different person each time. That way, it's a fresh thing, and you can give them an excuse every time. Like I said, I feel I was hoping that you.
We're not doing this intentionally to you.
I was hoping that your supervisor. I was hoping that I would have talked to your supervisor, because, like I said, I don't feel it's even productive. It's just it's not being de-escalated. It seems like it keeps escalating.
Do you want me to cite? I'm asking you. Is that what you want me to do right now? Do you want me to go cite them?
You should be. Are they breaking the law? It's not my determination.
Well,
you're a law enforcement. You're a law enforcement officer. What you? It's your judgment. I've told you my side that it's been happening a year. And I've said on several occasions that if these guys are breaking the law, of course they should be cited. Absolutely.
Okay.
Every time they're cited, you know what? How many warnings do the general public get? Maybe one. Maybe one. So this is, again, a year, and it is the same company. You know, for this morning was a little bit different. I would probably give them a pass, to be honest with you. But my issue is with Desert Earth. The gentleman you talked to this morning, they've been for past year breaking the law, 4 o'clock in the morning, bringing their vehicles out, starting construction. Those are the people that have been the most egregious at violating my peace and the rest of the people's peace around here. So I don't... do I want you to cite Ty? No. Ty called me this morning. He was actually one of the most stand-up people over there. And the fact that he called me this morning and told me that, no, I don't want him or his guys cited. How's that? Okay. But if you guys come out here, if you can put in your report that you come out here and Desert Earth has construction or vehicles or dropping vehicles off or something that they should be cited, if you can put it in there on a reoccurring call that Desert Earth is the violator that has been warned several times, then that would be a little bit more what may be helpful.
Listen, I want you to understand that and I'm not trying to argue with you. I understand that it's a problem and they're disturbing your peace. We all understand that, okay? The deputies that went out before, they say they told me that yes, there has been problems. There has been issues where they have violated the construction thing, and that they're going to talk to, they talk to this person, talk to that person, and Mr. Ty, they filled me in on him. They told me about Desert Earth, and they told me about him. So at that point, we understand it. Everybody understands it, and I will document that Desert Earth has been told and understand. The foreman of Desert Earth, Mr. Van Lane, has acknowledged I do know the construction rules, and we know not to start at this time. So he was given another warning that, and he wasn't doing anything this time. And you, Mr. Kelly, understands that, but we have told him not to do this because we're called up Desert Earth again. They should be appropriately handled at that time. Mr. Ty with Richmond, right?
Yes.
Did you receive a phone call from him, and he told you what happened and everything else? He said, no, don't touch those guys. You understand. You're going to give him a pass on this one, and now that he understands, now everybody understands. So next time we're called out, whether it be Mr. Ty, Desert Earth, we're going to start citing. Okay? Does that sound appropriate?
Sounds good. Will. I probably won't call again because, like I said, I don't. At this point, I really don't feel comfortable because it feels like it's going to become that I'm the nuisance. So that's my concern at this point. So when these guys started out, Desert Earth parking right behind my house, and the guy urinating, I got kids here, I got other people here, and I got a construction worker in the morning urinating right outside my fence from Desert Earth. They didn't start off on a good foot. So I hope you can understand why I'm not too appreciative of Desert Earth waking me up when they're peeing outside of my house, all that kind of good stuff. That was when they first started. That's been a year now. And I tried to speak with them on several times. The owner of the company, Brian, who your Deputy Iverson talked to last time, he admitted that, your guy that you talked to this morning, Brian admitted they had a truck come out, pick up their construction equipment, again at 5:45 in the morning. And Brian's guy, that foreman, was there and watched him and helped him load the vehicle up, and nothing happened to them over there at Desert Earth. I'm at this point wanting to call just to document it. I mean, I feel like at this point, then you know, the only other option is to file a lawsuit. So, I mean, that's my next course of action.
We're not trying not to do anything.
Well, I know, but it seems like it's like.
We're not sending out every different deputy out there. You feel that that's what the sheriff's department is doing. We're not doing that. We see calls come up. I got on the saw, jumped on the saw this morning. I called just a ticket, and then I head over there and Deputy Iverson filled me in on what the construction zone is doing and all this matter. So I kind of have a little heads up. So we're not trying to play any game. We're not trying to pick sides for anybody. There's no, you know, we're just trying to make sure that a piece isn't being disturbed. And my initial thing was I didn't hear anything. I sat there in the dark. I didn't hear anything. I saw the two trucks. I saw two trucks out there parked next to each other talking. And one of them was Mr. Lane. So I didn't hear anything. And that's why, you know, I asked you where's the construction, where's the problem? I didn't hear anything. And so that's it, sir. We're trying to work with you. Don't feel like you're not being helped or feel that you're doing this or that wrong. You're not. If they're violating something, then we can go deal with it at that time. Okay? But I will put in my report that it hasn't heard Mr. Lane, the foreman, does know the rules, does know that not to cause any construction during this time, and so does Mr. Ty. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Anything else, sir?
No, that's it.
Okay. Have a nice day.
You too.